quite important. One is the National Security Strategy of the current administration. It was published on November 2025. The other one I thought I should compare is the National Security Strategy, but of the previous administration, published in 2022. I wanted to compare these two documents so I could look into a question that befuddles many of us sometimes: the extent to which Africa matters, Africa comes into consideration in the American policy calculus. Well, I did a few comparisons. I downloaded the documents and then I did a search. I wanted to see how many times Africa is mentioned in this document versus this document. And sure enough, this National Security Strategy is 48 pages long, while this one is 29 pages. In this National Security Strategy, Africa is mentioned 24 times. In this National Security Strategy, Africa is mentioned 10 times. I looked into the section about specific regions. So I looked into Africa, I looked into the Middle East, I looked into how big each section about each region is, comparing this document and this document. In this document, the section about the regions is 18 pages. In this document, the section about the regions is 14 pages. The 18 pages that deal with various regions in this document, and the 14 pages that deal with various regions in this document, the current National Security Strategy. How big is the section that's dedicated to Africa, you may ask? Well, in this document, of the 18 pages that deal with various regions, the region that concerns Africa is only 3 paragraphs long. Now, contrary to what we might expect, I don't know, depending on who we are, in this document, of the 34 pages dedicated to various regions, while the current, this one, only has 3 paragraphs about Africa, how many paragraphs in this document are about Africa, you may ask? Well, drum roll, 4 paragraphs. 4 paragraphs in the previous National Security Speaker are about Africa. Why is this important? It's important because often Africans think about different US administrations and what they mean to them. And sometimes we ascribe value to one administration over another, forgetting that national security is often bigger than each successive administration in the US. So in the national security strategy of the US, or in the defense of the homeland, Africa universally, one might say, matters as little in one administration than another. Well, what's the difference then between sometimes one administration and another? Narrative. What we hear, what we read, how nice people talk to us as Africans, or how not nicely people talk to us. But in the final analysis, where the rubber hits the road, Africa doesn't matter as much in the national security strategy of the US as we might think from one administration